Hello, world. My name is Dana ID Matthews, and this is my show about reviews about stuff, episode 2. And I am extremely pumped to talk about this. I have my notes already. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Hajime no Ippo, a Japanese sports anime, and more specifically, a Japanese boxing anime. Now, Hajime no Ippo was my personal introduction to the sports anime genre, and it's clearly had an impact. Less than a year ago, I took up real boxing myself, and ultimately, I don't think I would have even considered it if it wasn't for the show. Now, the first reason I really like this anime is because of the protagonist, Makanouchi Ippo. He starts off mentally weak, gets bullied, and doesn't have time to hang out with friends because he helps out his mother with the fishing business. What a sweetheart. I'm just saying. Personally, a big fan of shows where the main character has obstacles, whether physically or mentally, to overcome, and starting off seemingly weak, even better. When the protagonist comes off as some sort of genius, does it the first time and they're the best at something, for me, it takes away all the potential crazy adventures that there are to be had during the journey to get stronger. Watching someone struggle with an obstacle or even fail and then eventually overcome it is, in my opinion, much more pleasurable to watch than some god-given talent demolishing everything in its way. That's just me. It's about the journey, not the end goal. Besides that, this anime does a great job with its side characters. Every fight that Makanouchi Ippo has, you're usually treated to a unique and colorful background story, and they do an even better job with the legit side characters of the show, sometimes leaning on them to be the protagonist for an episode or a short period of time. It's very well balanced in the way every character, new or old, gets a little bit of shine here and there, and that helps with you getting attached to them on a personal level outside of the ring, making what happens inside of the ring that much more engaging. And speaking of inside of the ring and engaging, holy crap, the actual boxing matches are amazing to watch. To the point where it works for casual watchers of the sport of boxing or avid fans alike, as well as more than enough action for the average action anime lover. The fights are so intelligently done that I have to slow clap for the boxing knowledge presented in each match and even before the matches. You can tell that whoever wrote for this anime knew what they were talking about when it comes to boxing. And even if you know nothing of the sport, you can't help but sense the legitness of the dialogue. Um, one move at a time through the show, you learn the basics of boxing all the way up to the professional championship level techniques, from the physical part to the highly underrated mental part of the sport. It really covers it all in great detail, to the point where you may want to try out some of these moves that they mention, and guess what, they are all real, from Sendo's smash to Ippo's famous Dempsey roll, all legitimate boxing punches and techniques that professionals used and still use today. A short little side note, I only watch anime in Japanese and read the subtitles. I respect the culture and I like to experience things in the way that they were originally done. I'm not bashing people who like dubbed anime, but I've noticed that sometimes when going from Japanese to English, words get changed. Sometimes whole sentences take on new meaning. So personally, I like it the way it was first presented to the world. Enough said. Something I unexpectedly enjoyed a lot was the Japanese commentary for the boxing matches themselves in the anime, which they they matched the moments perfectly, energy wise. But for me, it was the way they said it. They got so hype and sound so immersed in the fight. I legit wish I could announce a boxing match solely because of these guys. They seem to just enjoy it so damn much. Like any good anime, you gotta have a dope soundtrack. The music has got to be on point, and Hajime no Ippo is no exception. Its instrumentals were well crafted, always at the right time to add to the moment, leaving you more excited, sad, inspired, whatever. You want inspirational workout music? Done. You want sad, lonely music? Done. You want intimidating, I'm gonna kill you music? I got you. All in all, the instrumentals all sound well placed, well done, and it really adds to the overall effect of the series. I could not praise this anime anymore. The characters are well written in the way that they all have good, unique backstories that keep you engaged outside and in. The fight scenes are epic, and if you don't know shit about boxing, it's still dope as hell. And if you do know a little something, something, well, you'll appreciate the care and attention to the finer things and details of the sport. There's also a little romance sprinkled throughout the series, which ends up mostly being more comic relief material most of the time. But, you can't fight all the time, and they make their significant others more than interesting enough to feel like they add to the overall world of Hajime no Ippo, and not just there because they needed romance material for the anime. If you haven't seen Hajime no Ippo, whether you like anime or not, whether you like boxing or not, it's dope. It's just dope. You will enjoy this anime, and if you like comic books and or manga, check that out too. Check that out too, because they are just as gripping and exciting to experience. All right, so I'm gonna start spoiling episodes if I don't stop talking now. So it's rating time, and I give Hajime no Ippo my official rating of 9.5 out of 10 dope. The best score I'll most likely give to anything, because nothing is perfect, of course. But as a television show and visual reading material, it comes pretty damn close. And that's it for me. My name is Dana ID Matthews. Thank you very much for watching and listening to my review about Stuff, Episode 2, Hajime no Ippo. Peace out.